So welcome to this channel. Today we shall be installing Windows Server 2019 on our Oracle Virtualbox. Now, if you've ever installed operating system in your computer, it's more or less the same steps. The only difference is that this time around you're doing it on a Virtualbox. So let's get started. I'll just come here. We shall try to interact with our interface. And particularly this one, I'll just go where it says new right here. I click on that, and then our server, let's just call it server. You can choose whichever name you feel like, and then from there, of course, it falls under Microsoft Windows, so just leave that the way it is. And then also it's a 64-bit operating system that we're installing, so we can just leave that also as well as it is. For the purposes of the ISO image, this we shall select it later on. For now, let's just leave that. And then just click next down here. So we're inquired to choose to give it a RAM. So purposes for this installation, I'm going to choose to use maybe 4,000. 4,000 is equivalent to around 4 GB, so we can just use that. And then I have 8 CPUs on my machine, so probably I can give this machine also maybe 4 CPUs for now. Maybe that's too much. It's okay, I can give it 4. And then all I have to do is to say next right here. The disk space, for purposes of this particular class, we'll just give this maybe 25, which is 25 GB. Okay, this is enough for it. This will be our hard drive. So right here, I go ahead and press next. And then this is the information so far that we have. The machine name will be called server. The guest operating system will be Windows 10 64-bit. The base memory is 4,000 and the disk drive is that. So after that, all I have to say is finished. So here we have our server, but it's not yet installed. So what we shall do, we come right here and press start. So I press on start here, and of course it will begin running. We can just sit back and relax. So here we're told to press F12. I've pressed it, and we're now told Virtualbox temporary boot device selection. Where do you want to install it? Do you want to continue with booting? Yes, I say continue by pressing B right here. Just press B, and then it will tell me, oh, the Virtualbox failed to boot. This might be caused by a missing operating system. So right here, we now go ahead and choose where our operating system is found in our computer. I'll just come here and say other right here, and I try to locate where my image is for my server. Mine is found under desktop all via OS, which is right here. So I select my Windows Server 2019 here, and all I say is open it. So when I open, I mount it this time around. After mounting it, it will begin running. So right there, the thing begins booting normally, just like you install in an operating system in your computer. And so we see it's running. All you can do is sit back and relax and wait how the miracles happen. Okay, so we see it's starting up. We're told Windows Server 2019, just like your normal Windows. So all I have to say is next right here. And then are you sure you want to install your Windows Server 2019? I'm like, yes, install it. So you sit back and relax as it's setting up everything for you. Amazing. Okay, so we have the same information given us here. For now, we just accept the terms and conditions, and then say next. And then here, which type of installation do you want? Do you want to upgrade or do you want to customize? So I'll just choose custom right here because I want to install fresh operating system. Of course, our thing is fresh. There's nothing in it. All I have to say, select the whole disk for the purpose. I press next, and right here our thing begins installing. Okay. So the system is getting our files ready, so we can sit back and wait until all that is done. Okay. Okay, so it's almost finalizing, so we can just wait a little and we shall be there. Okay, so installing features. Okay, in a few seconds it will be going to the installing updates, and then it will be finalizing all we need. That is it. Finishing up. Okay. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. So you can see clearly there's not much difference with installing a server as it's still installing Windows in your own computer. So here it's going to restart, and yeah, so like I told you, we're using a Virtualbox. So now we can't press any key because already it will redo the same thing. So here we just wait for it to load. That is it. I can assure you, you can also try this at your own time. Install a Virtualbox of your own choice, and then you install a server in your computer. At least for better functionality, you need a minimum of around 8 GB of RAM in your computer, and at least your computer should have at least a minimum of around 8 CPUs. There it will function quite well because we prefer to have it run a little faster as you're installing. So you can try that at your free time. Okay, so right here we are going to insert our password that we shall use to access our server. So by default we're given a username of administrator, and so let's put a password. Okay, okay, you can choose a password of your own, but make sure it is strong enough. Okay, that is it. I hope this will work for me. So just say finish, and right there, so seems we're done. Well, this is the interface have given us, and this is usually how a Windows Server interface looks like. So you can see we're told press Ctrl Alt and Delete to access or to unlock. So eventually, if I do that by pressing Ctrl Alt Delete on my computer, yeah, amazing, I should be able to access my server. And so by pressing my password, I should be able to access my server. And so that is it as far as installing the operating system, Windows Server operating system in your computer is concerned. And so we shall begin from there next time as we go on with trying to do see other roles and other services that a server can be able to perform. Thanks for watching. Till then, bye bye.